everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I am back with another lecture in the SQL series. So in the last lecture we saw how we can find the nth highest salary of a person in a data set. In this particular video we would be learning about stored procedures in SQL. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now as the word suggests, stored procedure. So whenever we are storing some kind of a query in a procedure, we call it a stored procedure. So let's see. These are the programs that can perform specific tasks based on the stored query. So you might have heard about functions in programming. So how these functions were useful? Consider that if we want to find minimum age of a person, we used to create a function, give the function name and write all the logic inside that function, and wherever in our code we require to find the minimum age, we can reuse this particular function. In the same way, we create a stored procedure. We give that stored procedure a name and then inside that we write a query, and wherever we want to use that query, we can use this procedure name. So it is basically a collection of pre-written SQL statements grouped together under a specific name. So procedures can be created in two types. One is when we are passing some params in the procedure, and one when we are not passing any params in the procedure, that is parameters are empty. So let's see the query and how we can create a procedure. So we give create and then we give the procedure keyword. Then we provide the procedure name, and if there are any params we can provide, else we can leave it empty. Then we give this begin, which tells that now the query is beginning. And then we provide the query, and then we provide this end, which basically tells now the query has ended. Now the procedure with the name procedure name is created. Now whenever we need to call this, we can use this particular query, that is call, and then we give the procedure name and then we terminate it. So basically call can be used to call the procedure and create procedure can be used to create a procedure. So let's see an example where we are using a stored procedure without params. So here we are trying to create a procedure where we get all the order details. So we'll give create and then we'll give procedure, and then we'll give the procedure name. If there are any params we'll provide, but since it is without params, so we'll leave it as empty. Then we'll give begin, and then we'll provide the query, that is select star from orders, which will give me the entire order details. And then we'll provide end. And then to call the procedure, we will use this call, and then we'll provide the procedure name followed by the termination. So in this way we can call the procedure, and in this way we can create a procedure. So let's see from the MySQL workbench. So first we will create a procedure to get all order details. So let's create. So we'll give create procedure, and then we'll give the procedure name get order details. And since there are no params, we'll leave it as it is. Then we'll give begin to tell the query is beginning. Then we'll provide the query, that is select star from orders, and then we will give this end to tell the query has ended. Now here you can see that we are getting some errors. So what could be the reason behind it? So if you remember that whenever we write any SQL query, if we want to terminate the query, we give this particular symbol. Now here what it is happening is we have provided the query and we have terminated it here only. So it is treating this particular thing as a query. So this begin is not able to find end because it has been terminated here only. So what we do in this case is we provide a delimiter. So what delimiter does is whenever we provide delimiter with any symbol, it considers that symbols as a form of termination and it will not consider this particular symbol as a termination. So that will remove my error. So let's use this delimiter, delimiter, and then we'll provide a symbol as a delimiter. For now I have provided this symbol as a delimiter. So here you can see that the error has gone. But since I have provided this symbol as delimiter, it will not consider here also termination. It will not consider here also termination. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this termination here and I'll just provide this delimiter. So for now it is treating this entire query as a single query. Now since we have changed the delimiter, there could be a possibility that in the further queries we have to provide this only. So we'll just change the delimiter back to normal once the query is done. So we'll just give this as the delimiter. So now the delimiter is changed as back to normal. So let's just execute this query. So here you can see that we have got a success. Now we want to see that if that particular procedure is created and what all details we are getting. So we'll just use call and then we'll give the procedure name, and if there are any params we'll provide, else we'll leave this as empty. So let's just call this. So here you can see that I am getting the ID and the order name. Basically all the details which were present in the order table I am getting here. So in this way we can create a procedure, and in this way we can call the procedure. So let's see another example where we want to return the details of order by ID. Now this is an example of stored procedure with params. So the query for the same is we give create, then we give procedure, then we provide the procedure name, and then we give the column name, and then we provide the data type. Now we give begin, then we provide the query select star from orders where ID is equal to the ID which is provided here, and then we provide this end keyword. And to call this we basically use this call, and then we provide the procedure name, and then we provide the ID for which we are searching. So this was all about this video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first. And if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.